Hello guys, so we are gonna learn a new concept in trigonometry which is called as factorization and defactorization formulae. Now what is meaning of factorization or defactorization? So let's understand this factorization process from or by taking the example from algebra. So let's say I have a term like this, x cube plus 3x. So we can rewrite this term as x common and x square plus 3 inside the bracket. So here you can see that I have written this x cube plus 3x is 1. So here you can see that I have written x cube plus 3x in one more format of x into x square plus 3. So on the left hand side I am representing these terms or the algebraic terms as the sum, or let's say it is negative, so sum or difference of two terms, whereas on right hand side we are representing the same term as the multiplication of two different terms. So whenever we convert this sum or difference of two terms into the product of two terms, that process is called as factorization. So here I'll say factorization is nothing but sum or difference of two terms will be converted into product of two terms. So you have also seen this factorization kind of thing while finding the factors in school. So when you used to find out the factors of 8, we used to write it is 2 into 2 into 2. So we used to write that 8 in terms of multiplication of different terms. So converting the terms from sum or difference to the product of terms is called as factorization. Then what is defactorization? So defactorization is the reverse process. So whenever we convert this product of two or more terms in sum or difference, then it is called as defactorization. So this is the general meaning of factorization and defactorization in mathematics. Now we have to use this factorization and defactorization in trigonometry. So it means while doing the factorization, we will convert the sum or difference of trigonometric terms in product of trigonometric terms, and in defactorization we will convert the product of trigonometric terms into sum or difference of trigonometric terms. So let's see the formula. So here you can see that defactorization formulas. Here we have the product of trigonometric terms on left hand side, and we are converting this product or multiplication into sum of trigonometric terms or difference of trigonometric terms. So it is similar to the definition, converting product into sum or difference. Now let's see the factorization formulae. So in factorization we are converting the sum or difference of trigonometric terms into the product of trigonometric terms. So this is what we have to learn in factorization and defactorization. Now if you will see the defactorization formulae, so there are 4 defactorization formulae. Now the question is, how did we get this formulae? So for that I'll start with the first formula. So in the first formula you all can see that on the right hand side we have sin a plus b and sin a minus b term. So here I'll start with the right hand side and I'll substitute sin a plus b by the formula of allied and compound angles. So we have the formula for sin a plus b, we have the formula for sin a minus b, and by substituting that here in the right hand side we can get this left hand side. So here I'll say sin a plus b plus sin a minus b equal to, so the formula of sin a plus b which we have seen in allied and compound angles is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So this is the formula. Next middle sign is plus, so plus, And the formula of sin A minus B, which we have seen, is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Now, if we will add these two terms, then we can cancel this negative cos A sin B with positive cos A sin B, and we will get addition of these two terms as 2 times sin A into cos B. So guys, you can see that we got the exact term as this left hand side. So in short, to get the defactorization formulae, we are gonna take help of allied and compound angles. By substituting those formulas here, we can easily get the required left hand side. So by using this method, you can derive the remaining 3 formulas. Now let's come to the factorization formulae. So to derive the factorization formulas which are given here, what we will do is, we will replace this A plus B with C and A minus B with D, so that here we will get sin C plus sin D. Here you can see sin C plus sin D, and by solving it we will prove that it is equal to 2 sin C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. So let's start. So here I'll say put A plus B as C and A minus B as D. So here I'll say put A plus B as C and A minus B as D. So we will get sin C plus sin D equal to. Now here in this formula, as we are getting the value of, so here in this formula we have substituted A plus B as C and A minus B as D. So now we will find out the value of A and B in terms of C and D. So to get the value of A in terms of C and D, we will add these 2 equations. So by adding these 2 equations, we will get A plus A, that is 2A. Here I will write it down. It is 2A, and B minus B cancelled. On right hand side we will get C plus D. So in short, I can say that value of A is C plus D upon 2. Now to get the value of B, we will subtract these 2 equations. So here I will write it down. A plus B equal to C, this is the first equation, minus A minus B equal to D. So we know whenever we subtract the equations, the sign of the second equation changes. So this will become negative, positive, negative. So A and negative A will be cancelled. B and B, that is 2B, and here C minus D. So in short, I can say the value of B is C minus D upon 2. So guys, we got the value of A and B in terms of C and D. Now we will substitute this value of A and B here in the left hand side, as we have substituted A plus B as C and A minus B as D. So the value of A here, we will get 2 sin A. A is C plus D upon 2. Next, into cos B. So this will be cos of, value of B is C minus D by 2. And by doing this, here we got the formula for sin C plus sin D as 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. And guys, this is exactly similar to this formula. So to prove the factorization formula, we have taken the help of defactorization formula, and in that we have substituted A plus B as C, A minus B as D, and after that we found out the value of A in terms of C and D and the value of B in terms of C and D, and again we have substituted all these values in defactorization formulae to get the factorization formula. So now by doing this, we got the formula for factorization and defactorization. Now I'll tell you the hint to remember this factorization and defactorization formulae. So guys, let's start. So if you'll see the factorization formula here, so what I suggest to students is always remember the different part. So if you'll see the left hand side here, then on the left hand side the different part is sine and cos, whereas this C is common everywhere, this D is common everywhere. So sign is changing, sin cos is changing. So just remember that is sin plus sin, or sin minus sin, or cos plus cos, or cos minus cos, because angles are same. Similarly, on right hand side if you will see, then we have the bracket similar, that is C plus D by 2 everywhere, and the second bracket has C minus D by 2 everywhere. So in short, if we'll remember the different part, so it will be sin plus sin equal to 2 sin into cos. Next, sin minus sin is equal to 2 cos into sin. Next, cos plus cos is equal to 2 cos into cos, and cos minus cos as minus 2 sin into sin. Now guys, if you will remember this statement, that is sin plus sin equal to 2 sin into cos, then you will find the same pattern in d factorization formula. So here, as you are saying sin plus sin is 2 sin into cos, then we can also say that 2 sin into cos is sin plus sin. Yes, and if you will see here, then it is exactly same. 2 sin into cos is sin plus sin. So the pattern of these trigonometric functions will remain same. Now the only difference is, here in the factorization, the last formula has the negative sign outside, whereas in defactorization, this last formula has a minus b term in the first bracket and a plus b term in the second bracket. Now why? Because if you'll see, here we have 2 sin into sin, and here we had minus 2 sin into sin. So this minus sign is not present on the left hand side. It means this minus sign is shifted to other side. So when this negative sign is shifted to this cos side, then here we will get this first term cos a plus b as negative and the second negative term as positive. So here I will show you. Let's say we have 2 sin a sin b. So by this pattern we should get cos of a plus b minus cos of a minus b. But here this negative sign is shifted. As I am telling you here that we have a negative sign with 2, we have shifted it to the other side. It means that negative sign has come here. So when we are taking this negative sign, so this negative cos a minus b will become negative negative positive, and this positive term will become negative. So hence here in the last formula we are getting a minus b in the first bracket and a plus b in the second bracket, whereas in all other formulas we are getting a plus b in the first bracket and a minus b in the second bracket. So by this way you can remember the formulas, and based on these formulas we are gonna solve the multiple numericals. So let's start with the multiple numericals in the further videos. Thank you.